Hey everybody. Thanks for tapping in, y'all. It's Thursday. We back. Fred, Marikis, how you guys doing?
What up?
Good,
What up?
good.
What
What's
Good.
up?
going on?
Y'all good? How's your week been?
How your week been,
How's your
Fred?
week been, Fred?
My week is always good.
No doubt.
You know, it don't matter how bad it is, man. I'm here, so
No doubt. Any day you're above ground. It's a good day, good week.
yeah.
Uh,
How was your week?
man, I'm tired.
Tired from what?
I got 4 kids.
Well, I'm just saying, though.
and
You know.
it's been a long week. I need a vacation.
Wait, hold on. Okay, so
Ain't you going to McAllen?
That's not a vacation.
hey, that's gonna be a
Ah.
vacation for you.
No. I need a vacation. Like, I need to just go.
Now listen, Mills. Hopefully Mills is on.
He's on.
So I'm
should
assuming
be.
you tired. It was Valentine's Day
Uh-huh.
a couple days ago.
Yes.
That's why you tired.
No.
Mills.
No.
Come on, dog. Come on, man. She came on there talking about you tired, and it was Valentine's Day, and she didn't give you
Oh,
the props,
my God.
dog.
And it had nothing to do with you?
That.
Yeah.
That had
Yeah,
nothing to do
yeah,
with
nothing to
that.
do with
No,
you. Nothing
it's
to do
just
with
from
my
the
boy,
week.
dog.
You look, I'm tired. It's
Mills,
been
you
a
got some
long
straightening
week.
to do, dog.
Shut up.
When she get home, you better straighten her ass out, man.
Speaking of Valentine's Day,
What about
I don't know, did you shower some special person with Valentine's?
it? I did.
Good job.
I did.
Good job. What did you
I
what'd you
enjoyed
get?
today so much, man. Took myself out to eat,
Okay.
ate a big ass steak,
There you go.
drank me a little glass of red wine, smoked me a little cigar,
Okay.
and I enjoyed it.
Good.
Yeah, man, self-care, I
enjoyed it.
guess.
Yeah, heck yeah. I'm all about the self-care.
Well, I had a good
Consumer
time with my old lady and my family. You know what I mean? So
What she do, dog?
we we got a kid to play sports, so we had to take him to practice.
Mm-hmm.
But you know
Same.
what I'm saying? We left practice,
Same.
went to Evo, couldn't do nothing there.
You ain't cook nothing, man.
Nah, man, we went over and ate at Santico. We went and bowled as a family, man, and ate. You know what I'm saying? Had a good time.
I mean, is it on why is Valentine's Day always on the man to take care of the woman? Is that just an
That's
un-
where y'all
Hold
made
on.
it. Y'all
Yeah,
got the
hold
man
on,
to take care of the
hold
woman
on.
on everything.
Yeah,
Uh.
okay, so I'm assuming you shower with my boy then, huh?
Yeah. I think it should
Hey,
go both ways.
You know I'm a verify that, right?
Go ahead.
So when we go off
Hold
air
up.
and I hit my boy up, he gonna be like, man, she was just running for the show, man.
I mean,
did nothing."
it's been a couple of years because look, every day should be Valentine's Day. That's how I feel.
Yeah, and they say every day should be Christmas, every day should be
No,
Thanksgiving.
hell
You
no.
should live every day like it's your birthday.
My pocket's not
All
that
this
deep.
other stuff, but you know, at the end of the day,
Shit, every day is Valentine's Day. You got a mortgage to pay, you got light bills to pay, you got water to pay.
And so that
Yeah, all
means
that
every
shit,
day
that's
is like your
Valentine's
the
Day.
Guilt,
kid's
huh?
birthday.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right. That's darn it. Okay. Well, y'all ready to get into it? Got more people coming through.
let me see what we looking like. Oh man, all right. Where the hell y'all at, man? Y'all supposed to be tapping in, man. Y'all done tapped out. All right, we don't gotta get y'all to tap in with us, man. Let's give it a few minutes, man, and then
Okay.
we'll have some fun with it.
Yeah.
Need to adjust my
So
seat so I can
okay,
get
so
comfortable.
since I'm needing a vacation, have you been outside of the states? Have y'all been outside of the states?
Been
You mean
outside
United
the States?
Yeah, outside of the United States.
No.
I've never traveled outside of the United States, no. I'm thinking about going to Pakistan, though.
So random.
Thinking about it,
Like
you
for
know what I'm saying?
vacation or for business?
Shit, both. You know what I'm saying? Just go over there and see what's happening. It's a lot, straight up. It's a lot going on over in Pakistan, man. Over there getting that bread. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's that Arab money. I'm gonna pour me a drink while y'all
So
up
random.
here. Now listen, I have been out the States one time. I went to Juarez, Mexico.
Oh man, no, you didn't. You still here.
Hey,
No,
hey,
you
hey.
didn't, cause you
Hey,
still here to tell it.
Hey, I crossed the border.
Man,
I went to Juarez, Mexico. I
The
think I
border
had
of
to be.
Texas or
Where's Texas-Mexico border?
look
Yeah,
here, man.
okay.
And like
that's
New
what I'm saying.
Mexico, I guess
because
it's all
Mexico,
kind of.
Yeah,
no,
right.
Mexico lines up with California too.
Victoria, I'm in Texas.
I know. I'm just saying. You've been to California though.
I've been to California.
Exactly. So
But that's in the States.
I know what Juarez is, and he ain't been over there.
Now listen,
Man,
hey,
Fred
hey,
ain't Fred telling
hey,
a damn
hey,
lie.
hey, this is a real story, man. Went to Juarez, Mexico. Me and a couple of my buddies, right?
Okay.
Went down there, man. Have a good time.
how old were you?
I was in college, so I had to be maybe 20, 21, somewhere around there. So we go to Juarez, Mexico. we get over there, man. We're in a little club.
Man.
You know,
In
man, we off,
Mexico?
yeah, man, we having a good time, man.
Oh,
One of my
wow.
buddies, he off in there faded, you know, full and stuff, man. So
Y'all drove across the border.
no, we walked across. We actually our room, we had a room
In El Paso.
in El Paso,
Mhm.
right?
Oh,
But then we
yeah,
went over
yeah.
to Juarez just to
Okay.
hang out and stuff, or whatever, right? Because I think back then you can like drink all night or whatever
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
So we went over just to have a good time, man. So we get over there, and one of my homeboys just had a little bit too much to drink, man, and you know, super ladies, man. So he started, you know, trying to holler at all the little females and stuff.
Man.
But some of the guys over there didn't really, they didn't like that, man.
Cartel.
So, man, all I'm gonna say is this: before you know it, it seemed like it was a cartel of the motherfuckers on us, right? So it was 4 of us. So I said, man, you know, we got to get some help in this joker, man. I seen
Who
the
who
dude-
gonna help you over
Right.
in water?
This is
All
what I'm
y'all
telling
were
you, man.
black?
Yeah,
No,
no,
no.
this is what I'm telling you. Man, it was a dude. Man, this dude was darker than me. I was like, say, homie, man, like, dude, you need some help. These jokers gonna get on us. Man, he turned around and joker started talking Spanish. I said, God, hey, he was just a dark-skinned Mexican guy.
Mexican.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Hey, so when they let us, when we was going back across the border, they let 3 of us go, but then they kept one of my homeboys because he real light-skinned dude. Back then he had a beard, so they thought he was like a Muslim dude. They didn't want
So
to let him back across.
he was in Mexican jail.
No, he didn't go to jail. We had to pay them, and then they let us come back across. We had to pay them some extra bread.
Oh shit.
You ain't took your ass back to water
Shit,
since
I ain't
that.
left out the country again.
That's what I'm saying.
I ain't going nowhere.
Look,
I can talk all the shit about America that I want to.
Bro.
I ain't going nowhere.
man.
I don't
Y'all
wanna
gotta
go
experience
nowhere. I
it.
don't
Y'all gotta
need
go
no
out.
passport. I don't need nothing. I ain't going no goddamn well. Fucking around to be a Brittany Griner.
You know what I'm saying?
No, just don't go nowhere with anything on you.
Hey,
No, you just don't go nowhere, period, man. I'm with Fred on that shit. I ain't going out the country neither. I don't need to see none of that.
Man,
You know what
y'all
I'm
look
saying?
outside the country is completely different experience. It's a completely different experience. You guys like I've been to Mexico too, but you know, just a nicer part of Mexico, and so it's
I thought
nice.
Juarez was nice.
Man, hey.
I don't know. If
Look.
it's sitting right outside the border, I don't know. No, I'm talking about like the beaches and just you know.
You see, I don't count that going out the country. You want to say, man, I'd have been to Tijuana. I don't count that going out the country, though.
Why?
You know what I mean? Because, man,
It's
just,
not in the States.
yeah, but I still don't count that. I'm talking like when you got to go and fly over the water and all. That's when you go out the country to me.
Oh, okay.
But I ain't
I-
trying to do none of that.
I wouldn't mind going to Brazil.
Well, I mean,
I'm sure
Yeah.
you wouldn't. I'm sure you wouldn't.
Yeah, Brazil is, you know, Legacy is over there second that. He said, yeah.
yeah, go in and get a BBL.
Right. That's what everybody's going over there for.
Now, you know, they got men getting BDLs now, dog.
What is that?
To get that.
Just use
Man, ain't
it.
nobody doing that,
A
man.
Brazilian
Ain't
dealer.
nobody
Got
doing
you,
that,
I got
man.
you.
Yeah, man.
I ain't never heard of that.
Man, I ain't heard. Man, Fred just
I
made
never
that shit
heard
up.
of that.
Fred just made it up. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
man, they got dudes doing that now, man.
Oh my god.
Man, look at here,
Brazilian
man.
dealers,
I can only
man.
imagine.
Huh?
Well, you know what, man? Shit, if everybody else faking, I'll go give me one about 15 inches, you know what I'm saying? 15 inches long, about 10 inches wide. And shit. Come back, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly, and it's all
Hey,
gone.
you got to show it off, though, if you get it, man. The
That's
same
what
way
I'm
the women
saying.
do.
Mike said
Every
Brazil.
TikTok video I see nowadays, man,
Yeah.
Oh, for
they
real.
just flossing it, man.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Like,
Jeez, they make it
yeah,
hard.
they done made it
They make it
cool.
hard for the naturals.
I mean,
Well, I mean, I was talking with one of my buddies, and we was talking about like the BBL stuff, whatever. And I was like, man, you know, ain't no wrong with it, man. I mean, if that's your cup of tea, I said, I prefer, you know, just a natural woman or whatever. And he says it is natural. It is natural. He said it's all a matter of perspective. So I
Right.
just said, okay, man, like, you
Like
know.
everyone.
well, whoever you
I
talking
mean,
to, dead ass wrong,
Listen,
man.
man,
Ain't none of that shit
Man,
natural.
look, hey, man,
I don't
on
like
the
that
cool, on the cool.
perspective.
See, I ain't want to bust you out. You were the one who told me that,
Man,
man.
I ain't told
don't
you
wanna
nothing
put your
natural.
business out there.
I
or
know
whatever.
I ain't told you
I
nothing
don't want
like
to put your
that.
business out
I
there.
ain't
'cause
never
don't-
said
and
nigga.
I don't want Sassy get mad at
Anybody,
you and stuff.
listen, Sassy or anybody will tell you that I can't stand none of that shit. We talking about getting Botox and all that shit y'all do, your
Well,
lips and
sometimes
your face and
Botox-
all that bullshit.
Botox is sometimes used for like migraines and stuff like that. Botox, that's a
Man,
broader
they got
spectrum.
pills you can take for migraines. You ain't gotta get no shit shot in your face. We're getting their lips blowed up, face tightened up, man. We looking all crazy and shit. Like, man, ain't none of that shit cool, man. None of that's cool.
I agree.
You
Hey, man,
know,
look,
I agree.
it ain't nothing wrong with a little enhancement every now and then, dog.
There's a whole lot wrong with
You
it,
know,
Fred.
There is a whole
Man, you
lot.
gotta look at these women, man. It'd be a woman, man, that's like some of these 20-year-olds, man, like these little young girls getting that stuff done to their face, man, they look like they 40 or 50, man. And you see these natural looking 50-year-old women that look younger than them. You
And
know,
then what happens when they get older? It's still there. The rest of their body is sagging.
Look, all I'm gonna tell y'all is this, man. Sometimes what y'all think is real be fake, and some of the stuff that look fake be real.
Is your beard real?
No, I got a enhancement on it. I did, man. I went to. They got this little laser place. They kind of put hand in the little
Put
spots
some-
and stuff. Yeah,
I'm gonna
So
tell
you
y'all what's gonna be real.
Nah.
Y'all
You
know
thinning?
since
I can take this off when I get home.
Shut up.
yeah, nigga
I
on
get
the chin
home, I just
strap.
take it off.
Nigga on the chin strap. Look, man. So since y'all talking about enhancements, man, I've been bald for about 10 years. I'm finna go get me some of them fake waves you can get with them motherfuckers
Oh, wait a
gluing
minute.
that shit on your head. And I'm gonna, hey,
Glue it
I'm
on
gonna
and
be in the
then-
barbershop every week getting a cut though, but my lineup gonna always be fresh in the front because the shit don't grow. You know what I'm saying? It's just there. But I'm gonna be getting tapered up. Shit, watch. I'm finna come back hard on everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm just saying on the cool, like, I mean, I love my bald head, but nowadays, man, dudes are starting to feel like empowered. Cause they see women doing it all the time. They like, hey, we got some flaws and stuff. We may want to.
That shit ain't no
Yeah.
empowerment, man. It's empowerment for women, man. That shit for dudes, man. Don't you call that shit no empowerment, man. We can't even, you know what
Hey,
I'm
man,
saying?
I'm speaking for that community, dog. It don't mean that gotta be you. It ain't gotta be me, man. But I know some youth football coaches. They not with the Outlaws, you know.
Yes,
But I-
they is.
but
They
I-
all
I was like,
outlaw
yes, they are.
coaches. Yeah, they is. They all outlaw coaches.
They not with.
Go
Y'all
ahead.
listen to that. Hey,
Listen,
y'all
they-
hear that though? That's what the outlaw
I
coaches
know some
doing
youth
over there,
football
man.
coaches. They not with the Outlaws, man. But these jokers, they believe in enhancements and stuff, man.
To each their
What
own.
they enhancing though,
I was gonna
Fred?
say,
Like what they
outside
doing?
of
The
the
fake
BBL,
hand and all
Man,
that? Like,
I
That's
seen
not
the
an
dude get a
enha-
pec
yes, it is.
implant.
oh come
Cause he
on,
wanted
man.
his chest to look big.
Oh, I have heard of the abs.
Yeah,
That's a
fake
thing,
abs.
Fake abs.
Oh shit, I'm finna go get me some of them then.
Wait,
You know what I'm
been
saying?
living under a rock. You know all
Yeah,
this
they-
stuff is.
Man, you can get you get some fake abs.
Yes.
Oh
They
man,
got all
hey,
that,
Yes.
look at him, man. Shit, I'm finna kill y'all this summer.
Hey man, it's 2023, dog.
This
You
summer,
gotta
I'm
get
finna
with
have
it,
some.
man.
I'm finna have some waves, some abs. Shit, let me start stacking.
Man.
Start stacking my bread up, man.
Hey,
I'm
you
finna
go,
change
hey,
my whole
Tori, you
thing.
gonna see Maurice walking around with a bigger ass.
hey, I don't care.
They- you go
know
in
what I'm
for one thing and come
Hey,
out with the whole
saying?
different.
It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? As long as they, you know what I'm saying?
Dog, hey,
Mm.
it's the reason why they said you call your org the DMF ducks, boy. You gonna have an ass like a duck.
Yeah, I might. I tell you what, though. I tell you what.
Oh man.
Y'all crazy.
All
All right, let's get into it. Now we got more people coming through, so let's get into it.
what we got?
Let's
What we
our
got on
favorite
tap
our
today?
favorite subject. I've been waiting to come and talk to y'all about this. That's why I haven't talked to y'all this week. But because every time we talk offline, it's always about what we finna talk about today or on Thursday, and it's never fluid. So, Super Bowl. What y'all think?
It's a great game.
It was a really good game.
Great game, man. I mean,
was a
from
really
beginning to
good game.
end, you know, it was no definitely no popcorn breaks.
Mm-mm.
You know, every second of the game was entertaining. You know, I think all three of us was going for the Eagles. So, you know, although they didn't win, you still can't take nothing away from the game.
Not at all.
You know, I know there's a lot of controversy with the call at the end. You know, and I'm one that believes they shouldn't have threw the flag, but they did. You know, so it is what it is, man. I think Jalen Hurts should still be recognized as damn MVP though.
So it's funny that
Dude
you
balled
say
his
that.
ass off.
It's funny that you said that because I'm just like, how can somebody from even if they haven't won the game, can they still win MVP? Can that person off
I
of a
think this
different
happened
team?
maybe once, twice in sports period from what I can remember. But normally, typically, they don't do that.
That's the winning team.
But I ain't thinking about. I don't know if he should have been MVP of the game. He should have been MVP of the league. That's what Jalen Hurts should have won. No, it was a good game, man. I was, went on social media, clowning a little bit about the call. You know,
You was heckling folks.
yeah,
dog.
yeah. I was just trying to, get folks riled up. But it was a hole. You know what I mean? He held him. But like Fred said, man, that's a call you don't make in that with the situation that the game was in at that time. you don't make that call. You know, it's 3rd and 8. You can pretty much just end the game right there if you're gonna make that call. It's
Right.
over. You know what I
Right.
mean? You done
Right,
took
and
you done
we
took
did.
any chance Philadelphia had away from them. Like, so Kansas City was gonna get 3 out the deal anyway. You see what I mean? It was 3rd and 8. They're gonna kick the field goal, whatnot. Give Philadelphia, you know, they little time to go down and possibly score.
Score. That's
You
what I
know,
was waiting for.
The ref took that away from them. And my whole thing was my argument with people on social media, you know, was, you know, last year in that Super Bowl when that playoff game when Allen and Mahomes was going at it,
Yeah.
and everybody was talking about how unfair it was to Josh Allen that he didn't get another opportunity. You
In
know what I'm saying?
overtime.
He played so great, man. How come he didn't get another opportunity in overtime? So they went and changed the whole damn rule. You see what I'm saying? Now, the situation completely different, but I ain't seen none of them commentators talking about, man, it's just horrible. Jalen Hurts didn't get another opportunity, man. He deserved another opportunity. They ain't talking about that, but he played his ass off too. You know what I mean? But y'all know how that go.
Yeah.
Well, I do think one positive thing in the loss for Jalen Hurts is he's definitely set himself up financially to get paid.
I hope so.
Because from everything that I've read, you know, it looks like he's gonna extend that contract at about $43 to $50 million per year.
Is that his agent getting him that?
Yeah, I believe so. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is
She
Jalen
on
Hurts,
point.
just real quick, is he married or not?
No, he got a
girlfriend.
Oh, okay, all right. So I'm willing to say in about 2 or 3 years, man, we're gonna find out that
What?
Jalen been.
You always
Man,
want
no,
to
I ain't
blame
gonna say that,
something.
man. I ain't gonna say
You always want to
It's a
blame
it's a
something on the.
PG podcast, man. You know, Jalen got an all female management team.
No.
You know,
Okay,
hey, man,
because he
look,
knows what's up.
Listen, on the cool, look, man, Jalen kind of looked like one of them old school players, man. If he let his hair grow, if he had like a long curl or something, he could be like one of them old school pimp, like looking like dudes, man. Come on, y'all know. Come on, Turk. From a female perspective, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all look at Jalen Hurts like, oh man, he'll be like a player or something, right?
Why? Because he's light skinned.
Because he's light skinned, man. We did okay. You know, I'm glad you brought it. We're gonna talk about colorism later.
Look
too.
here, man. I hope what happened with Jalen is that they don't jam him. You know, because Jalen, they came in, he's a soft-spoken dude. Seemed like he do everything right. I hope they don't try to jam him like they did Deshaun, man. Deshaun came in kind of the same way.
Deshaun jammed himself,
I
dog.
don't think Deshaun jammed. I think Houston jammed Deshaun when he said he didn't want to play for him no more. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hey, that bro had 200 and something allegations, man.
right.
Of
That's what I'm saying.
massages.
That's what I'm saying. But none of them was criminal though. Out of 200 and something.
Hey.
You see what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
Like, come on, man.
If for one, I don't know nobody.
It's like
who,
one of them got to be. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know nobody who gets 200 massages
Right.
in a year.
That's what
or
I'm
however
saying.
long the span was. That's a lot of damn massages.
That's what
man.
I'm saying, man.
365 days in a year.
And you get a
Once a
massage
week?
almost. No, it's
Oh,
52
how many?
weeks in the year.
Okay,
It's
3
50.
times a week.
That's a lot.
What? Why? It's not.
Have you ever had 200 massages in a year?
No, I don't.
Have you ever come close to that?
No.
Have
I
you
don't
had
even
2 in a
do-
damn
no,
year?
No.
That's what I'm saying. We ain't talking about 200.
No.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
I mean, if that's his thing, that's his thing. Why is that gotta be a thing? Why is that an issue?
I mean, it
Well,
wouldn't
I
be
mean,
an issue
it
if
wouldn't
he
be an
wasn't
issue.
molesting the women in that
Okay.
motherfucker.
Okay,
But
so that's where it
you know,
becomes an issue.
Yeah.
But if it's just a
Allegedly.
massage-
You know, allegedly. You know, we don't know what that man is doing behind closed
and that's my
doors.
point, man.
I'm
That's
just
what
saying,
I'm
at
saying.
some point in time, man, probably after maybe like the 50th massage, and the chick say, hey, you know, I can't do that. I'm like, all right, this is probably a bad
Does he have a
idea.
designated masseuse? Or
No, this is
goes
with all
to
kind
a-
of
He
different
had
women.
about 70 of them designated. But seems like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, the dude got money. He's young. Got a lot of fame to him. You know what I'm saying? You would just think if that was his cup of tea, man, he can find that elsewhere. A lot of willing participants, man. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Bad situation. I just hope Jaden don't end up like that, man.
I don't think so. I feel like he has a really good head on his shoulders.
he got a good
I think
support
he has a good
system,
support
seems like.
system. Yeah,
he got a
good
support
team.
system.
I think I really think that he's going to go far as long as he continues to stay very humble. Because I feel like he's very humble. He's a very humble person. Do you think that he's like probably within the top 5 quarterbacks within the league?
Man, truth be told, you can put any like man after watching, you know what I'm saying, this season, the separation from Mahomes and everybody else is just so far. Mahomes like so far away from everybody else. Like shit, I don't know, Jalen. I'd say you're top 7 or 8. I can't say you're top 5 yet because I can't really think. You know what I mean? Off the top of my head right now.
So, if we basing it simply on this year, you know, man, he was run up for league.
Well, if
MVP.
we go simply off this year, shit, I'm gonna say number 2.
Right.
Cause he was the run up in the Super Bowl.
that's why I
if
was
you going
going
off
with
this
it,
year,
yeah.
yeah.
Well,
He would have to be number 2.
Yeah.
You know, he would have to be number 2. You know, so that's why I think that he put himself in a great position because Mahomes is definitely going to be the highest paid player in the league
For
right?
a while.
So he should come right behind that. You know, and
Just because they won? What if the Eagles were never in the Super Bowl?
But then he wouldn't really.
Jalen
have
probably
a
wouldn't
leg
have had
to
no
stand
season
on.
like he had. You know what I mean? He probably wouldn't have had the season that he had
And
if they
see,
wasn't there.
the great thing for him is it came at a point where he's getting ready to extend his contract.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He may have had that season 1 year too late. You know, end up like Lamar Jackson, your boy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we don't know what's gonna happen with Lamar, man. But
I think
you
Lamar
know.
going to end up in Atlanta, man.
No, I need him to stay with the Ravens.
he ain't gonna stay with the Ravens, man.
You don't
They
think
done
so?
already burnt that bridge, and it's like they don't want to do the right thing by him. And you know, the dude done kind of put his career on the line for him, man. Playing, still can continue to play the way that he plays, which a lot of us in the football world look at as reckless.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he runs the ball a lot. You know, he has no regard for his body. You know, but he's doing that all in the name of his team and his teammates. You know, so it's like reward the guy, man. Give him his money, man, and move forward. But you know, because they look at him as just a runner. You know, they feel like he's replaceable.
Yeah.
But they're gonna find out the hard way.
I was gonna say, I don't know.
Yeah, he ain't replaceable. You know what I mean? That's one thing about like, see, and that's what I was getting at when you said top 5 quarterback. Like, I'm talking about like overall. You know, like I said, we went strictly off this year. Shit, Lamar wouldn't even be in the top 20. You know, because he didn't play. But like realistically, I would consider him a top 5 quarterback,
Right.
man. You know what I mean? So
Carl said top 5 duo threat. What you mean by that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that means he can run and pass.
Oh, got
Yeah.
it, got
So
it.
yeah. So he
Man,
can
he
he
was
can run
running,
or pass.
man.
shit, he
he
number
was
1 at that.
running.
You know what
Yeah, I mean, he just 70 yards in the Super Bowl was the most rushing yards for any quarterback in NFL history. You know, so he definitely set the tone with that. And like I said, the sky's the limit for him, man. It does seem like he has a good head on his shoulders. He has a good team behind him. He has a great support system. You know, it's kind of going to keep him humble.
Came through
You
a
know.
great college program.
Right. What at OU?
No,
Oh,
he
you
didn't
did
come
it,
through there. He was
yeah.
just there for 365 days. He was just
Now,
down for 2-3 years.
You
so.
know, he just seems like he's a high character guy, man. Now, like I said, you know, nowadays, man, they all seem high character until it's only one scandal away. But hopefully, that don't apply to him.
Yeah.
You know, I think just as a black community, man, you know, I think we've kind of all embraced him. You know, like, man, we want this guy to be successful because he's gonna lead the wave for the future black quarterbacks. Not saying that Mahomes ain't black because his daddy black.
I was gonna
and he was
say,
smoking
it's
Philly
crazy
blunts
that you
and Joe
even.
Burrows and all that kind of stuff.
His
or whatever.
daddy black.
He said,
His daddy black.
His dad black.
Yeah,
His dad
man.
blackity black.
His dad 100.
And it's crazy because
I'm on that Burrow back. I'm on that Burrow.
everybody talks about Jalen like he won. I mean, hell, they should have won, but you know, Mahomes is the one that won. But I don't
There
really
ain't nothing
hear
else
too
to say
much.
about it.
I
Ain't
was
nothing to
gonna
say
I
about
really-
Mahomes.
I don't really hear too
You
much
know.
about him right now.
Mahomes already proved it. I mean, like I said, the separation from him and everybody else is just, you know,
Yeah.
so far away.
Yeah. Well, while we're on the subject of NFL, man, like, I got a question. And, you know, you and I, we normally talk about a lot of this stuff, man. But you know, the whole thing with Eric Bieniemy, man, how you feel about that, man? And for those of you that don't know, Eric Bieniemy is offensive coordinator for Kansas City Chiefs. You know, they won the Super Bowl under his offensive coordinator duties twice. You know, they brought him in as soon as they brought in Mahomes. So you can say that their success go hand in hand. Yet and still, man, this guy ain't, you know, they won't even consider him for a head coaching job in the NFL, man. So
Kind of goes what along with what we was talking about last week about the black coaches. Like,
Look, man, Bieniemy needs to just stop interviewing for head coaching jobs, man. 'Cause he do that shit every year, and he still ain't got nothing. Here's the thing, man, and I very rarely agree with stuff Stephen A. Smith say, but he was on point with this one, man, when he said Andy Reid is what's holding that man back from getting the head coaching job, and that's because Andy Reid take credit for calling the plays.
Well,
You know what I mean? So, I mean, when you got players, because Andy Reid players say that. You see what I'm saying? They always, like you said, you told me that earlier. What I think it was Kelsey. I mean, how you always find success? Because of Big Red.
Big red.
So it's almost like, Bieniemy ain't doing nothing. That's what it's kind of being put out there like that. Man, I think a great situation with Bieniemy, it would have been Dion hiring him as his offensive coordinator, man. I thought that would have been a great situation. He go back to Colorado, man, where he dominated.
Well, that's where he was from.
career.
That's his alma mater.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna disagree with you on and you and Stephen A. on Andy Reid being is taking the blame for him not getting his head coaching spot. I'm gonna put the blame totally on Bieniemy. You know, I mean, at some point in time, this man needs to speak up for his damn self. You know, because you ain't heard him say nothing. It's almost like he's content with not getting the jobs, man. Look, I done interviewed for a few jobs in my lifetime, right? So if I go and interview for a job at Company A and I don't get the job, all right, I may say, all right, Coleman, let me go to Company B. I go to Company B and I don't get the job. So let me check my qualifications, man. Damn, all right, I got a degree, I got this. All right, let me go and go to Company C. That way I go to Company C, I ain't getting no damn job, man. Hey, I'm gonna start asking some damn questions. Hey, man, you know, what the hell? You know, what's going on, man? What are y'all looking for? Because it seems like every year, the most successful coordinators, based on record, playoffs, Super Bowls, you look at both of the coordinators from the Philadelphia Eagles, offensive and defensive coordinator, they both head coaches now. Mm-hmm. All right? So if those are from the teams that lost, you would definitely expect Bieniemy to be the front runner.
Maybe it's him though. Maybe he
say,
just don't do it. Maybe he don't interview well. I mean, it's got to be something. Look,
there's something.
Kansas City have been in what? The last 3, 4, 5 AFC championship games.
Yeah, Mahomes been in the FC championship ever since he been in KC.
3 Super Bowls now.
I mean,
there's won 2, lost 1.
Something we don't know about him. Is he a drunk, wife beater, you know, crackhead, you know, because at some point in time, you know, like I said, he needs to put his foot forward and say, look, man, this ain't Andy Reid, bro. This is me. Right. Andy Reid is a head coach, and I respect him, and I appreciate him giving me the opportunity, but I'm not going to go back to college and coach to show y'all that I'm a great offensive mind. I'm not going to even take an OC job at another with another league, team. You know, no, man, I'm doing everything here, and I'm proving, you know. But like I said, I mean, if he's not going to stand up for himself, you know, because I kept asking, man, I wonder why, because Andy Reid would throw him a lob every now and then and be like, oh, Eric Bieniemy, but you never hear him take advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? So, although I don't think that he's being treated fairly, I would like to see him stand up for himself, you know. Even when the players get up there,
he ain't gonna have no damn job at all.
Hey, well, you know what? Shit, I mean, like you said, in that case, man, he just had to go back down and rebuild his status. Because right now, it's almost like he ain't got a job. He don't get credit for the job he does. You know, they expect him to be a lifelong offensive coordinator. Because I don't know what sports talk show it was. They were saying, well, man, he's Andy Reid's successor. Well, they ain't made that official. Andy Reid gonna be around for at least another 10 years.
I don't know. Andy Reid be eating bad or something. He's about 350 pounds.
Hey, Big Macs and basket of fries.
Well, yeah, he gonna
lunch, dinner, and breakfast. But
he gonna retire. So
he ain't gonna retire as long as he got.
As long as he got Mahomes, he ain't gonna. You right.
Right. So he gonna say it as long as he got Mahomes, yeah, man. So that brings up a bigger issue. You know, just if you take that outside of football, man, how many times do you think, man, qualified individuals such as us have been overlooked, you know, for positions that we qualify for?
All the time.
You know, all the time.
All the time. Not just based off of color, but maybe, you know, somebody else comes in and they have a bigger voice or just, I don't know.
Right.
So many times overqualified people.
Oh, yeah, it may be several different things. It could be based off color. It could be who you know. Could be you just, you know what I'm saying, we go in there and we just don't know what the hell we talking about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it could be so many different things, but the whole Airbnb situation, man, more and more we talk about it, it's got to be something he just doing wrong when he interviewing, man. You know what
That's
I
what
mean?
I'm saying. Like, can we really just sit here and base it off of the color of his skin?
I can because the dude, his offense has made it to the AFC Championship game every year for the past 6 years.
But still, listen. I mean, it could be color. Yes, yeah, man. I agree with that. I mean, and you know
could
what? Yeah.
be,
But at the
but-
same time, D'Amico Ryans just got hired in Houston. They giving these, something like I can't say they giving us because they ain't giving us no damn opportunity. But 1 or 2 every year get a job. Why the hell they ain't gave me that one spot they always give? You know what I'm saying? The one black coach they give a year. How come he ain't been picked yet? You see what I'm saying? Like he should get that opportunity. They should at least give him the opportunity so they can fire him like they do the rest of them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit, that's what they
Well,
gonna do.
okay, so that's my thing. All right. So at some point in time, even if you're a bad, even if
Maybe
you have
he don't want it because of that.
well, look at it this way: even if you have a bad interview, right? That still doesn't erase your body of work.
Resume, yeah.
Because when I go to as far as I know, when you go to the NFL, they hire you based on what you've done, not how well you answer a question. You know.
Is it just off of what you done, or is it a bunch of how you interact,
Well,
how you
let me
recruit, how
rephrase
you,
that
like,
then. It should be based off of what you've done, right? Now that you ask the question, it's probably not, because some of these head coaches get jobs that ain't qualified at all.
Right.
Like these jokers get fired for one job and have another job the next week. It's like, well, damn, if he, I understand one man's trash is the next man's treasure,
Sure.
but it shouldn't be that way in the NFL, man. These jokers get fired on Monday and they got a job on Tuesday. You know, obviously they wasn't qualified somewhere, but then you got guys who've been doing what they supposed to do, but they're not going anywhere. So at the end of the day, I just, but I'm not gonna blame anyone else. I just think Eric Bieniemy, as a prominent, successful offensive coordinator, needs to have a bigger voice for himself.
Absolutely.
Maybe he'll inspire some of these other coaches to go out there and say, hey, you know what, man, I'm not going to play the safe role no more, man.
Yeah.
Andy Reid is a great coach. I've learned a lot of things from him. It's time for me to step out on my own, man. And if he's not going to allow me to flourish underneath him by giving me the credit that I very well deserve, then I'm out.
And white coaches having to do that, though?
No, they don't have to do it.
Okay.
Right, because when you under the Belichick tree and even under Andy
what I'm
Reid's tree,
saying.
all those guys is going to
Josh
get those
McDaniels
jobs.
is garbage. Like Josh when he went to Denver, trash. Think about it. He went out there and destroyed Denver, man. Went back to Belichick. He over here at the Raiders. Look, he done damn near killed that team. You see what I'm saying?
So Mike put 3 of Andy Reid's white assistant coaches have gotten jobs. What's the difference? So if you talking about they just, so really what is the difference? Because you can't tell me that they better than Bieniemy. They can't be. He's basically the second head coach.
I think we're just seeing the surface. I really do. There has to be something more to it.
Why?
I don't know, because if he's as good, I understand that, hiring the black coaches, that's a very prevalent situation like this. But if he's as good as he is, as his resume, precedes him, I would think that somebody would want to take advantage of his talent.
Big Sid Senior said he chose not to accept some of them.
Yeah, because was it head coaching jobs?
I guess so.
Yeah, I mean, tell Sid, man, if you know any of the positions that was offered to him, let me know. Because the only positions I know that they've offered him is offensive coordinator spots. And once again, I'm not leaving Patrick Mahomes in something that I've built over the past 6 years to go try to reprove myself at a failing organization. I don't want to go to the Washington Commanders. I don't want to go to Baltimore Ravens. Both of those franchises are in dismay right now. Now if he go there and he failed, then they really.
Well,
good
you know what?
enough
I'm
to
gonna tell you
go-
what. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No,
Tori.
you good. So you feel like he's good enough to go to another big team,
Yeah.
big name team?
Okay, well, here's my thing. And, man, I agree with you. I'm saying I know you're going to disagree with me on this, but, man, sometimes it is a harder route for us. So, while you saying I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, I built this with Patrick Mahomes. You know what, man? Yeah, I built it with Patrick Mahomes, but you know what? Man, I'm going to go to the Commanders, and I'm going to show them, I'm going to go oversee over there, and I'm going to build something there.
Right.
And then
I'ma make
it's
it
going to be
better.
undenied. You know what I'm saying? They can't say, well, it was Andy Reid. No, this was me. So, once I do that, then, boom, maybe.
Okay.
There's no way they can't hire me
Right.
now.
Now,
You know
now
what I'm saying?
flip side of that, you go there and you fail.
Well, I mean, then it
Career's
was Andy
over.
Reid.
Well,
then
then-
it was Andy
Well,
Reid.
no, that don't
You
mean
know?
it was Andy Reid.
Well, I mean,
that mean it's something that you built with your blood, sweat, and tears. You didn't get credit for it. Now you got to go somewhere else and rebuild it. But you may not have
man,
the
that shit
same
happened to me all the
tools.
time. So I'm saying that happened to me all the time. So you know what I'm saying. So like, you just got to keep going, man. So
Listen.
like, you got to take every opportunity you can get. So my whole thing is this: look, being in Kansas City, yeah, I feel what you're saying. Yeah, man, he built this, whatever. But if he's gonna continue, if he's okay with staying at Kansas City, okay, cool. But Eric Bieniemy has been, as soon as a head coaching job becomes available, every year, the
Apply
first
for
name
it.
everybody bring up is Eric Bieniemy. Eric Bieniemy. And he never get the damn job. Somebody get the job that we ain't never even heard of. You see what I'm saying? So if I was Bieniemy, well, I can't say if I was Bieniemy because I don't know what I would do. But my opinion on it is that, man, maybe he should take the Baltimore job they give
Well,
to
no,
him.
no,
Maybe he
but
should
listen.
take the Commander's job.
But
And then-
those are not his head coaches.
I know that. What I'm saying is take it as the OC.
Go as an OC.
Take it as the OC.
Go over
Go over
there.
there and shine. Say, man, I'm not under Andy Reid no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm tell you, this is what's gonna happen this year.
And that's how it is.
The
in
last
workplace,
time I
too.
coached at a on like a high thing, I was under Fred. See, this year they gonna see me going back to myself and tell Fred a new asshole. They gonna be like, so they gonna see, okay, yeah, that was Coach Mo. You see what I'm saying?
So once again, I was really trying to say that to save his ass because he had a lot of success with me. A lot of shit. Man, they were talking about this dude, the greatest offensive mind in youth football history and all that other stuff.
Shit, they ain't lying.
And now, see, when he goes to do his own
Shit,
thing
they ain't lying.
and he fails, they're gonna realize he can't get another job again. That's the same thing's gonna happen to the enemy. If he fails, he has to go. Look, for one, I'm not going to reprove myself. I'm just not gonna do it.
But he's not reproving himself though, Fred. Like I said, because you can't reprove yourself when they not giving you an
You haven't
opportunity.
even
Period.
proven
You see what I'm
yourself.
saying? Like they not give. What we saying this, they ain't giving him the credit anyway. You see what I'm saying? They
Right.
not giving him the credit no way. So what has he proved? Like we know what he done. Like we know, you know what I'm saying, what he's doing. Like sports people. But the thing is, like, what does he prove? Man, go take one of these other jobs, man. Go do your thing.
I think he's
Okay, so let me ask both of y'all this. Y'all do a damn good job at y'all job, right? Are y'all comfortable with getting a pat on the back in private and never
No.
being acknowledged publicly?
No.
Right. So at the end of the day, when you know that you're the best at what you're
I don't
doing,
know.
And if I don't get recognized, then I'm going somewhere else, which I have.
so if you don't get recognized, would you go somewhere less?
No.
Would you take a less paying job, with more responsibilities to prove yourself?
No, I'm not going to take
Or
a
would you
less
just
paying
stand
job.
It depends on
What
what
you
I'm-
know
But
that you
It depends on
honestly
what
depends
profession that
on-
I'm in. And like I said,
Yes.
if I'm in
Because people
if
do
I'm an
all the
NFL
time.
coach or a college coach, then may possibly, because I got to look into the future of it, man. I got to look into years down the road. Man, look, I'm gonna stay on here under Andy Reid the rest of my damn life. You know what I mean? Or how am I gonna be able to break myself from under this? How am I gonna be able to do that? Man, staying here, it seems like I ain't gonna be able to do it staying here. That's just what it seems like. And even that it is unfair. Like we said, we all agree that it's messed up. But man, this might be the only way I can break myself away from under this dude, man. I gotta go somewhere else and do my thing
And
here.
get less so I can prove myself.
Or you could just quit. It'd be the
But I
same
mean,
thing.
but shit, like,
It'd be the same thing.
you
Y'all
might well
tell
just
me.
stay
it's
there
not.
then.
No, it's not.
Hey man, you got to stand up for yours, man. All right, stand up for yours, man.
Carl
I
said
mean-
that's why. Oh, still, he said in Tomlin we trust.
Hey, Tomlin ass was on the hot seat too. Luckily, that little whatever quarterback they had, man, came to say today.
Ain't no way they can fire Tomlin. That's when you know it's just some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? They get rid of
Tomlin
Tomlin.
them with the family, man.
Ain't no way.
All right, so let's move on to something lighter.
Rihanna.
Oh Lord,
Yeah.
listen, hey, y'all gonna be mad at me, but I'm telling y'all right now,
Okay.
I don't give a damn what nobody say how fine Rihanna is. That was a boring halftime show,
Man,
man.
you're crazy.
That was boring to me, man. I sit up there and watch it. And like I said, I don't care if she was pregnant or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I don't expect to get up there busting it wide open and like that. But the performance was just boring to me, man. They showed more of our dancers really than her.
Yes, I will agree. Because if I had closed my eyes and I was just listening to it, I was like, damn, her DJ is hot. Like,
Yeah.
the way they mix the songs is hot. But her performance was, it it was.
Now,
Ugh.
we get it. She was pregnant, so we don't expect, much shout out to all the pregnant women out there doing y'all things. We don't expect y'all to get out there and act like y'all are not pregnant.
Well, I
But-
mean, nobody knew. So at that point,
Well, I think
I was
soon-
expecting
soon as she
it.
stage, you knew.
I was
And she
expecting
either
it.
shared a little bit too many burritos.
That's
or-
what I thought. I thought it was
or
baby
something.
fat.
No, I knew it. Listen, you can ask my old lady. As soon as she hit that stage, and she was like,
pregnant.
maybe it's a fast. No, man, I'm pregnant. Man, ain't no way. Because, man, you got to think about it. She's a celebrity. Like, if I get fat, yeah, it's going to take me a minute to get it off of myself.
So you're saying that celebrities need
Man,
to be
you just
held?
said 50
No,
Cent
I'm not
came
saying
on
she
the
getting
Super
held or
Bowl
nothing.
last year looking
I'm
like
not.
Porky.
Yeah, I'm not saying she should be held. No, what I'm saying is this: she got that weight on. She had that baby last year.
Mm-hmm.
You know damn well her trainers would have got that weight off her before she got and did that
Not
performance.
true.
That is
Maybe
100%
she's just
true.
happy with ASAP. She hasn't put out any music. She's just been sitting behind the scenes.
Ain't
She was
nobody happy with no big ass belly, man. Ain't nobody happy with that shit. So here's the thing, man. So the performance, man, wasn't bad to me, and I'm gonna tell you why. She was pregnant. No, it wasn't great, but it wasn't bad because she was pregnant. You know what I'm saying? She still went out and did her thing, but the dancers did make. You know what I mean?
They
It made it
completely made it,
entertainment. Yeah,
yes.
it made it entertaining to watch. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So it wasn't horrible, but
It was mid.
there you
Yeah.
go.
Just,
There you go.
But
Yeah.
look, I'll give her
Good
For a
job.
most
Super Bowl
props.
performance should have been better.
I'll give her most props for getting on that
Yeah, I don't know,
the landing.
that's
And she
crazy.
was legit up in the air, just attached to one thing
Pregnant.
on her. Pregnant. Her doctor was probably shitting in his pants, looking at her like that. What are you doing? Do you think that she would have been better if she had brought other people on?
Yeah.
Because
That's what
I
think
swore
I
she
think
was
that's what
gonna bring
everybody
I was
waiting
going
on.
to say Ja Rule, but I guess I forgot Jay-Z.
I don't think she ain't never did no
Ja
rules.
Rule.
No. I was thinking that was from last week. That
Oh.
was something different.
Yeah, she would have. A lot of people thinking she was gonna bring Drake on. I kind of knew. It just
I
seemed
thought
like
so too. That's what I was thinking at first, but then I was like,
You know.
no, it's out there. I don't know what the dynamic is.
Yeah.
But, and then when that other song came on, I thought it was gonna be Jay-Z. But,
Did Jay-Z even rap still? Is he still a rapper?
I mean, it's a song. He'll rap the lyrics.
I'm just saying though, man. I mean, every time I see Jay-Z, man.
He just did one with DJ Khaled.
That's right. He on that God did. Remember?
Yeah, God did.
He on that God,
God
did.
did.
Okay. Yeah.
He got a song called God Did.
That Khaled, man. That God did with him, Ross. That God did. God did. You know that song, man.
I don't know. I mean, I don't listen to Jay-Z, man. I'm just surprised he got a song with God off in it. You know?
Hey, look. Everybody got
Right.
their own. Everybody got their own gods. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays. Nowadays.
Yeah, I guess so,
You
man.
know.
I guess so, dog.
So you thought that you already knew off the bat that she was pregnant.
As soon as I
I mean,
saw
I
it.
don't-
As soon as
yeah.
I saw it.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said
didn't.
the same
I thought it was
thing.
baby fat.
I
knew you did.
was eating a chicken wing from Scooter Bangs, tearing off into when she came when I said, "Oh man, she got to be pregnant.
Yeah.
She got to be pregnant, man."
She had her jacket down here, man.
it's
and
like she was
had-
trying to show off her
Yeah,
little
she was
belly.
showing it all. You
I
saw
mean,
the
look,
first thing
that'll-
she
that-
did?
look,
I
now,
did
hey,
see
she
that.
rubbed.
Now,
Okay,
now,
I
in
think I
all
missed that, though.
fairness, in San Antonio, we kind of used to seeing that. You know what I'm saying? So for other folks around the country, they may not have known, but we know. Us men in San Antonio know. We know about the fupa. We know what that
Yeah,
is.
leading
But
women.
we know
on,
Rihanna
man.
ain't rocking no fupa. Huh? We know that. Like Mo said, she got personal trainers, man, that's
Yeah.
getting paid.
Yeah, that would have
They
been
gonna
all
work
right.
that fupa right off, man.
It's
Oh,
not a
no.
faux pas.
A panza, whatever it's called. Shit.
Truth be told, man, she got to be damn near ready to drop that baby, man, to tell you the truth, because she was big.
I think she said she was 5 months.
Yeah.
Is she? It's a fupa.
A fupa.
Just you gotta say it right. Don't be fupa.
That shit don't even matter no more. They got them tights that you pull up to under your neck that hide all that shit. Bitch be having on tights way up here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
So you
All
can't
right,
even
look.
see it no more.
I got something I want to talk about. So, man, have y'all noticed Lil Wayne been trending lately?
Oh god.
I ain't noticed
No.
it. But I can talk about it, but I
Come
ain't
on,
noticed
man.
Lil, he
Hey,
scares me.
can we get the pictures up of Lil Wayne real quick?
He scares me.
All right,
That man
so-
is-
All right, so we got Lil Wayne up. All right, and that's actually one of his better pictures. All right, and look, I rock Lil Wayne. I listen to his music all the time, man. But man, they had a picture of this dude wearing these big red boots, So I said, I have to
That picture is.
talk about these big red boots,
Before
dog.
we even talk about the boots, man, I had a guy before, like I said earlier, man. It just seemed like Wayne told himself this, man. You know what I'm gonna do? Man, I'm just gonna get rich, right? And when I get rich, man, I'm gonna try to make myself the ugliest nigga on earth, man. As soon as I get rich, I'm just gonna try to make myself as ugly as I can be, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna do when I get money. I'm gonna make myself ugly. And that just seemed like that's what he did, man.
But the crazy thing is, his like first girlfriend / wife, Toya. That's her name, right?
Mhm.
She's beautiful.
I mean,
His
he got a
daughter
baby
is
with Christina
beautiful.
Milian, Toy. I mean, he ain't got, you know what I'm saying?
Beautiful.
He
How
ain't got a
how
horrible
he
background when it
bully
comes to
them?
women.
How
But
does
I
he
mean,
bully
you know
them?
what I'm saying? Cause of the money. Like when you get money, y'all don't care no more. You can look however.
That's not
You know
true.
what I'm saying?
That's not true.
Shit. I mean, look, the proof in the pudding. You know, look at Wayne. You see what I'm saying? Shit. Look at him.
Okay, right. Go back to
Now,
go back to the shoes.
I'm just focusing on the boots. Nah, y'all can focus on this man's face and all that.
I can't see
Weird.
past the white
Look.
church shirt, the overgrown church
So
shirt
wait,
that
hold
he got
on.
going
Look, Tori,
on.
you the only female on the set. Did you find Latrina Wactive? I mean, I said a Wactive. I done made a new
Yeah,
word.
Wack.
A
Yeah,
Wactive.
Wayne and the track ball in your brain at the same time.
Did you find Little Wayne to be attractive?
Absolutely not. No,
Okay.
no. I would
All right.
never.
But with
So-
his money though, what you dating?
Absolutely not. Nope. Nope.
So
Alyssa
By-
said everybody looked the same with the lights off. That's true too.
I guess that is true, but you got to cut them jokers back on eventually. You know what I'm saying?
Plus,
the
I got a
lights
wild,
on.
I got a
Keep the
wild
lights on.
imagination, so I'm gonna know exactly what you look like. You know what I mean?
Now, these big red boots have been a hot topic of conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get the attraction to them, you know, man. But a lot of these celebrities have got a lot of influence on, I guess, I ain't gonna even say kids, man, because I ain't seen kids want them. I'm saying other adults that want to wear
They're
these
adults.
boots. So how the hell they put them jokers on?
So no lie, I saw someone struggling to get them off. So putting them on, I'm pretty sure is a struggle.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
know.
So like,
you gotta.
I mean, and I'm assuming those are unisex, so they for men and women.
But like they
Okay.
heavy, man. Your legs probably be sweating like hell. Then you probably
It's
take
like
them
got a
boots off.
skinny
Them boots
leg.
smell scared. I mean, just stink, man. Like you take them on off, man. I bet they just smell horrible, dog. So
Skinny
man, nobody
leg,
want none of that,
big
man. They
old
probably
boot.
heavy as hell.
Look, $2,500 for a pair of those boots. Last week we was talking about Beyonce tickets for $2,000. So if you got a choice between Beyonce tickets and the boots, what y'all going with?
I'm gonna have my money in my damn pocket, and for neither one.
Now
of
hold
them,
on, you got to pick one of them,
I
dog.
ain't got to pick neither one of them. You know, can't nobody make
The
me
money,
spend
the money just gonna go to waste.
Well, I'll let it go to waste before I buy them boots or spend it on Beyonce. I'll spend all just on
I mean,
anything.
hey, I bought a Beyonce ticket. I got it for
hold on.
$70.
Man, no, you going to see
Oh,
Beyonce
hey, I
or
didn't.
something? That ain't no Beyonce.
Look, I'm gonna be sitting a little bit high, but just for the experience.
No.
No?
You may have bought a parking lot spot
Fred, I know
to
what I
park
bought.
to the
I know what I
concert.
bought, and it's insurance.
Where's that? Where the concert is? Beyonce coming here or something?
In Houston.
Mm.
Man,
So you would never buy those boots?
hell no.
Okay, so if you had to choose boots or Beyonce, boots or Beyonce.
I mean, if I had to choose,
Trending
I'm gonna go with Beyonce. But I mean, to me, this is a total waste of money either way. But I just, like I said, I just don't understand the fascination with the boots.
You know what, man? I'll probably buy the boots. I'm gonna tell you why. Man, the more and more I think of it, man. Because, man, I would rather, man, I'm not finna spend $2,000 to go see somebody. You see what I'm saying? I ain't
It's an
finna.
But hold on.
experience.
Damn
But
an experience.
hold on.
I'm not finna pay $2,000 to go see somebody.
But you
man,
was-
I'll just buy them ugly ass boots and throw them on eBay, man.
Right, I would buy the
No,
boots if it's
no,
$2,000.
no. The catch is if you bought them, you gotta wear them.
Oh,
You gotta wear them if you buy them.
Who making you do this shit though? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, you gotta buy these boots or go see Beyonce with your money.
I'm just trying to throw it out there, man. I don't want y'all to try to weasel y'all way out of a difficult question.
Carl said I'll be singing "Single Ladies" when I'm married. You gotta do the hand motion too.
Hey, man, so I think we got one more picture, man. Can we put up this picture of Fletcher Cox?
No, I put one. We got two
Oh,
more.
no, you got some more?
We
Yeah.
got two more.
if we can't get these other pictures up, man, this is
Oh.
this is something that I want to discuss just in general, and this is men's fashion. Okay, now listen, is that Juju?
I can't see.
Who is that?
That's Juju.
No, that's Fletcher Cox right there, right? Okay. So
Oh.
I thought I was seeing things when I saw this, man. Cause I'm thinking like maybe this dude had a little white beat on up underneath there, you know what I'm saying? He get a chance, got his shirt stain on his shirt or whatever and stuff, drinking some coffee or whatever. But then when they zoomed in close, I'm like, man, look how the dude looking. I said, that look like a lady shirt. And come to find out, man, this guy's wearing a woman's blouse underneath his suit.
He confirmed it?
Yeah. They got other pictures. All right. So this dude is now, you know, I'm trying to set the tone for this. This is a former NFL player. During his day was known as one of the meanest, roughest guys on the football field.
What team did he play for?
Who did he
Played
didn't
for
he?
the Eagles.
Yeah, he played for the Eagles, yeah.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, and I get it, man. We live in a society now where you're free to wear whatever you want to wear. Right? Unless you live in my household. You know what I'm saying? You ain't wearing all that stuff. You know, or whatever and stuff, man. But I don't get it, man. Nationally televised Super Bowl. Right? Because that was doing Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got millions and millions and millions and millions of people watching. And that's what you want to be remembered as.
Wearing.
Could be.
I mean, yeah, it's.
Could be. Here's the thing, man. Like you said, it's an agenda, man. So here's the thing. So y'all know fashion change, you know what I'm saying, every other day. So, you know, the 70s, they had bell bottoms. In the 80s, man, you know, we was kids, they all that loud, bright, whatever stuff. Then,
back full circle.
you know, in the 90s, it was kind of, that's when Dickie suits and, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. 2000, man, we wore you know, then in 2000, we wore T-shirts that hung our damn ankles. And shorts and shit that hang all the way to the ground. Them big ass T-shirts with band-aids or do-rags. So then as time went on, so now the one thing, I'm going to tell you what I started to like about today's fashion and how they just messed it up. It's almost like today's fashion, it brought it back to where people actually started wearing clothes that fit their ass and not wearing just, you know what I mean, the baggy or, man, I ain't never been no fan of sagging. You know what I mean? Even my young days, I wasn't no fan of that. I just don't like that. So they wear clothes that fit. I don't like the tight shit, but your clothes that fit. So they made that cool again to wear stuff that fits.
Man, hold on.
But what I don't like is they wearing this female stuff. Like the to wear your jeans so tight. Like mine fit. I don't wear mine to be so tight to where
They like
your
like
balls
mine.
popping out,
Man,
man, and
listen.
everything. And they wearing, you know, women's shirts like. But that's that stuff they do over, like y'all said, y'all want to travel outside the country, take your ass over to
That's
France,
a
you'll come back dressed just like that. Go over to France, you're going to come back just like that,
Man,
man.
listen, I understand you probably weigh
Actually-
about 150 pounds, so your clothes it ain't gonna be no problem to find them. But I'm gonna ask you when the last time you done went clothes shopping,
Wait a minute.
man. I wear size 38 in the waist, right? Now I don't really wear 38. I wear about a 36, but I wear size
You gotta
38
give you some
pants
room. Yeah.
because I need some room off in there.
Right.
All right. I went and bought a pair of 38 waist pants, which should be a little bit too big on me. I didn't try them on. You know, I figured these bigger than what I normally wear, so they should be good. I didn't pull them pants out till I was getting ready to go to an event. Man, I already had them. I took them straight to the cleaners because in 2023, I'm still starching 9. You know what I'm saying? So took them to the cleaners. I got them jokers pressed, the sharp creases or whatever and stuff. I go to put them jokers on, and I'm still thinking because I got them starch. I'm like, damn, I got to loosen these jokers up some more. 'Cause man, them jokers was on my, they were so tight you can see the crease, dog. I said,
You
man,
couldn't see the crease.
You couldn't, man, the crease was flat. That's how tight the pants was.
It all depends where you
Man,
get them at,
I
too,
took
though.
them jokers back. I said, man, there's something wrong with these, man. He said, no, that's the right size.
That's how they're made now.
That's how they made now. So what I'm telling you is this, man, it ain't the same. You're a grown ass man, man. I don't know grown men that want to walk around showing off their ass.
No. You
I
ain't
mean,
doing
well,
that.
let me say, I take it back because dudes sag all the
No,
time.
I
showing off
said
their ass.
don't
still.
What I mean is this: I don't know no man who took pride in having a big ass. You know what I'm saying? These jokers go around like they wear tight jeans to display their ass, man.
I mean,
Oh, you
man,
like that?
I ain't even thought of that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hold on,
nigga,
hey,
wearing the jeans
Mills,
so the ass
Mills,
off.
dog,
I
is there
thought,
some
you
extra
know.
stuff going on at the house or what, man?
Wait.
I'm about to find out, man. So you like Mills wearing some tight ass
No,
jeans showing
hell
his
no,
ass off?
no. But you just said guys with big ass. Like that's hereditary. That's some.
Okay, it's a okay. Listen, so there
Fred
are
said-
some
that
men
Fred
who
said
may
they
have.
trying to flaunt it off now like a woman be doing. You see what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay,
Like,
So
the tight jeans.
Legacy ain't on camera,
Okay.
but I'm asking this. So, cause Legacy a thick dude. You know what I'm saying? Legacy a thick
Pause.
dude.
Pause.
No, what I'm saying, I'm being real with it. Now, would you wear some tight ass jeans? The answer is no, right? Why? Because he may have some ass back there, but he don't want nobody to see it. The women are the ones who show off their body like that. But now you got NFL football players, you know, walking around in pants that fit like they football pants. They
Here's
run
the thing, man,
field,
and you know, look, I can't defend none of that because, like I said, I was tripping off Juju coming in there with a skirt on. We just seen
It was a kilt.
Well, that's a skirt.
Skirt, right?
If it's open at the bottom and that's a skirt or a dress. So him, you know, we done seen Westbrook do stuff like that.
Yes.
James Harden them dress weird. So the thing is this, man.
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton, they all do that weird stuff like this. So, man, I can remember my parents and my grandparents talking about our fashion and how we, you know what I'm saying, the way times change and, you know, we sagging and we doing this and well, I didn't sag. I'm telling you right now, that's something I never been into.
Yeah.
I never would. Even as a kid, I thought that was the dumbest, you know, look in the world.
I thought
But-
sagging meant something else. Though.
Yeah, it was just weird. But see, the thing is this, man, it's just, you know, the times just changed, man. Times just
Hey,
changed.
we need to
fashion.
go back in time then.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. But time changed, fashion changed.
because
I
a lot
agree.
of the fashion has already come. It's done like a full circle. We are still.
Listen, look, I grew up. I was born in '75. I don't give a. I was born in '75, man. So through my whole childhood, I ain't never seen a man
No, me neither.
wearing those skin tight jeans. Now, granted, with the exception
They
of
did.
maybe the rock
Back
and
in the
roll dudes
70s
or the
and
punk
80s.
rockers
I mean,
or whatever
Jackson
stuff,
5
but
and all them, they did.
No, they
Well,
weren't-
I
but
guess I-
people,
It
they,
was
yeah,
tight.
back in the day, back in the 80s stuff, they wore stuff to fit. I mean, you saw it
I'm
on,
talking about dudes
listen,
around the
But
neighborhood.
listen, man. Listen, yeah, around the neighborhood you
Yeah.
can see that. But listen, if you go back and look at Dave Chappelle, Charlie Murphy told you, man, like back in the 80s, the coolest cat was a nigga that looked like the bitch, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
The nigga that looked
With
most
the
like
hair,
a
the
bitch was
long
gonna
hair
get
and
the
all
female.
that.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So
Had
the
the
80s,
nails
so the
done.
truth be told, all that shit is just coming back around. The
That's what I'm
Prince, the
saying.
Shalimar, all them cats.
It's
Man,
full circle,
Charlie Murphy
friend.
said, man, Shalimar got this new cat, man. This new bitch, she fine in the motherfucker. But what's a dude? You know what I'm saying? But see, I think that just is coming back. It's coming back around to that Prince and that. Call you
Hey,
Michael
look.
Jackson, man.
Hey,
Michael Jackson
man,
just
look,
like a hoe.
hey, this is a true story, man. I was at Vibe, right? We was off in there chilling, man.
Oh, God.
I ain't gonna even put my bar manager on blast. I got two of them, so y'all got to figure out which one it was. We was off in there, right? So we're at the bar, man. We chilling, man. Individual walk in, skin tight jeans, long hair.
Man.
Bar manager said, "Damn, whoo."
No, man.
You see, man, hey, man, that thing thinking over there. Hey, man, hey, no BS, man. It was a straight dude. It was well,
But
he
was he
wasn't
trying to
straight.
look like a woman? He was just dressing like.
Nah, he was just
Tight.
dressed in some tight ass stuff, man. You know, and you just, and now, I mean, you know, me and the other dudes, we knew it was a man. You know, I don't give a damn how tight the clothes you wear. You know a man when you see one. Apparently he didn't. You know what I'm saying? But it shouldn't be that way, man. You shouldn't have to try to decipher whether something's a man or a woman, dog.
But
Get them clothes out of there.
So now, me and my kids had this conversation. I think it was yesterday. So now, on top of the clothing that they're wearing, you can't identify them as a he or she. The pronoun thing.
The pronouns, yeah. I think I seen that on the Best
them.
Man or something.
I'm gonna tell you all right.
I
That's
didn't
some
know
shit
nothing
that I
about
ain't even finna talk about, and I'm gonna tell you why. That's so dangerous now to talk about nowadays,
is.
man. You
It
know what I
is.
mean?
Go on, nigga.
I
I
have
know
my
what you
opinion
doing.
on
It
it.
is.
I got my opinion on it, but that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I ain't.
Well,
Well, I want to know.
Everything is our
I want to know what you
opinion.
and your kids was talking about.
It's hard. It's hard for them
What's
in
hard?
school because they don't know how to address the kids at school now. Like they don't know their name. It's just like hi. It's got to be very cut
So
dry.
basically, so what you saying? Because I ain't know. I need to talk to my kid about this. Then. So basically,
Yeah.
like, so me and Fred was in school right now. I can't be like Fred's a he, or
Right.
it's a problem if I do that.
Right, because the
According-
guy,
according to who, though?
Wow.
According
According
to
to
them,
the
you'll
school?
get suspended. Yes, it's a
Wow.
rule now.
So if I address a kid, well, I ain't gonna say a kid, a man with a beard
As a he.
is a he,
and
then-
they identify
and then-
as
and
a
then
they
I'm
or
gonna
them,
get in trouble for that.
you're gonna get in trouble for it. Yes,
By who?
by the person, and if they report it, by whoever they report it to.
Who the hell they gonna report it to?
If
The
they're
police?
kids, then the school. It's a law right now, right? It's
So
they-
basically what
it's-
they
So
saying
hold
is-
on. That's a law,
Mm-hmm.
man.
Yeah, I ain't heard that
So
one.
y'all gotta
Hey,
be careful
Hey,
now.
I ain't
I'm
heard that
gonna
one.
tell y'all this. I can be as politically incorrect as y'all think. If I see a person that's a man, I'm gonna call him him until they could. Now, if they tell me I don't want to be called, I'm not gonna disrespect them. But I don't. I would be offended if another person called me a it or
Right.
whatever. Like, hey, look at that thing over there. I'm like, man, I'm a man.
And see, I
What you talking
got
about?
a habit of it. Like I just got a habit of just just say I'm gonna hold the door open for somebody walking in, and they'll say, I'll be like, yes sir or yes ma'am. So I could that's a problem if I say yes sir or yes, ma'am.
I
to the
have
motherfucker.
even because I talk to customers for my job, and now I have to catch myself like yes sir, yes ma'am. I can't say that. I just say yes. Okay,
Damn.
thank you. I can't say sir
Yeah.
or ma'am. Yeah, the world is changing, y'all. The
So
world
if-
is
so
changing.
if you
Keep up, Fred.
Well, I did have a situation one time when I called in. I called in. Had to take care of some financial stuff for my sister, right? And I was pretending to be my sister.
Ain't
But
no
I-
way your deep ass boy can
Hey,
pretend to be no motherfucking
hey,
woman.
hey,
Man,
but-
Well,
go
no, I
on,
gotta
that
hear
shit.
the
I
voice
would have
now.
hung the
Hey,
phone
listen,
up
let's
right
hear
there.
it.
Man, you a lie, boom.
Nah,
Ain't no way.
It's real stuff. It's a real story,
Let me
man.
hear it
So
now.
I called in. No, I used my same voice. Y'all said they can't say nothing. I was
You
like,
can-
no,
so
I'm a
if
woman.
he called and if he
I'm a
gave
woman.
in, yes, because I'm in banking.
So,
So,
but
if
you basically saying that's what you finna start doing.
if you-
No,
I'm
I
gonna
did.
call
No,
in and
like,
say-
hey, yeah.
if you give me all the information, then we gotta go with it. Okay, go ahead, finish your story.
That's
That was
wild.
it. I just called in and I was like, yeah,
That's wild.
I'm Yolanda Davis.
And they let you go with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same voice.
Man.
You know, that's what it is, man.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, fine, take advantage of it. I guess shit if they gonna, because I don't understand. I don't understand that part. Maybe I'm just kind of stuck under a rock, or whatever and stuff. But I never knew that you can address a person based on how, I guess, they based on their appearance.
You just gotta start letting
So if I
everybody
came
do
up
them,
to you
man.
and I said,
you know,
hey, what's up, man? Like, you wouldn't get offended by that, right? Because man is just something that we, like a common term that we use, right?
I mean, it depends on how. Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, man? Would you be offended by that?
I mean, yes, because you don't address me like that.
So if I walked up to you and I was like,
I'm
what's
saying
up?
right now, I'm probably gonna slap the shit out of you. 'Cause I know what you finna come at me with. Some what's up, the broad or some shit. No, nigga, don't come
hey,
at me
what's
like
up,
that.
bro?
Yeah, nigga, we gonna have an issue.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We gonna have
So
a
what
problem.
I'm saying
You
is-
know my pronouns, nigga. You know what I am. So don't even, you know what I'm saying?
I'm about to educate myself on the pronouns.
Yeah,
No, here's the
y'all
thing
just
though,
don't
man.
have
Like real
to-
talk though, like man, look, the way the world is now,
Look, you just
bro.
did it again,
What's that?
man.
What I do? Yeah, man. Look, the way the world is now, man, you just gotta let these folks do them. Like if these people want, let them do them, man. Like we can't hate on it. We can have our opinions.
That's it.
And that's it. And let these folks live, man, because, man, as crazy as it sounds, look, you can't justify, you can almost understand, look, man, I feel like they fighting so hard.
Who
What am I
is
looking
they,
for?
though? Who is fighting?
The people who have
whole
the people who have
spectrum.
problems with being I guess identified as
A male or
a
female.
gender, as a
Yeah.
certain gender. So I think they fighting so hard to shit, man. I don't know what the hell they fighting for. But all I'm saying is this: they
Equality,
fighting.
They're fighting to have equal.
But they equal. They still got equality. That's what I'm saying.
How-
It ain't,
how
there's
you
no way
not,
they're
how
not.
you not
Yeah.
considered equal if somebody addresses you for what you are. To me, it would be not considered equal if somebody addressed me for something I'm not. I'm a grown man. So if somebody addressed me as a boy, I would have a problem with that. You know, if somebody addressed me as a woman, I would have a problem with that.
Yeah, but for the ones that
feel like they women or feel like
or
that
have
they want to
actually
be
gone
addressed
through
as
the
that.
surgery and gone through the whole process, and they have gone over.
So I get that. So I'm all
Yeah.
about. My whole lifestyle is based off of respect.
Of respect, exactly.
Right.
You know
Respect what they doing,
So
and that's it.
Whoever.
Yeah.
I'm talking about an initial contact or conversation. If I walked up to you,
Not knowing,
not
and trying
knowing,
to show respect,
and I
yeah.
said, "How you doing today, sir?"
Yeah.
And you just jumped up, man. Who the hell you calling sir?
Yeah.
Do I look like a sir to you? Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a ma'am. Well, I'm sorry, ma'am. Sir, I mean, you know what
I
I'm
don't even
saying?
know if I should do that now. Nigga, no, you ain't. You know? You know?
You know, I was gonna
So
be
that's
like-
not a genuine like you don't know. That's not being like you just don't know. Okay, so nobody can get mad if you just don't know. If they really do look like a man, still everything. But if
Fred
you
just
doing
said the
it,
word.
if you doing it out of like just disrespect, then
Yeah, I mean,
that's
And you
cool.
just said the word, like I said, that's what it is, man. Certain, and not just with that type of people, because it's like a lot of different things. Maybe we can just say black folks. You know what I'm saying? A lot of time, man, you're just looking for the respect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're looking for them to respect it. But sometimes, man, when you're looking for them to respect it, you can take the shit too far. You see what I'm saying? Because you're looking for respect, but you taking it too far.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, folks gonna respect you if you just go and do you. So
Right.
really, like, at the end of the day, man, like, ain't nobody really giving a damn what you doing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
this you in your life. You know?
Well, I guess for me,
Respect.
and this is based on what you said, having the conversation with your kids, because I got a 9-year-old son. You know, now I'm thinking, do I need
This
to go home and
age,
have a conversation
yes.
with my child? Because
Yes.
you know,
This age.
but my you know, I don't know, man. That's kind of
It's
I
uncomfortable
don't know how we even
conversation, too.
start the conversation.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like you putting, look, and I get it. Everybody's fighting for their rights or whatnot. But what about the rights of the ones who feel like, what about my right?
Yeah, I agree. Because
You
I
know?
mean, we went further into things that are not right. You know, you have females or males who are going into becoming a female, and they're now allowed to use a female bathroom.
Yeah, see now that I'm 100% for. If you are a man, you know, because I have friends. You know, I don't want to sound cliche about it. You know, I got friends that have identified as the opposite sex.
Mm-hmm.
Then I also have one friend who's actually undergone that
The
transformation
process.
to become a woman. You know, and real shit, let her do it to death, man. He's a good friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? So I respect him as a woman because he went the process or whatever.
Let me
Even-
tell you
even-
what just happened, though. I'm going to let you finish. It's funny. Fred said, I love to do it to them. But you just said he a woman. You know what I'm saying?
No. I said as a woman.
Oh, okay.
Because he
Yeah.
wants to be referred to as a woman now. You know what I'm saying? But even the ones that don't go through the transformation, some of them feel like they trapped inside of the opposite body. So
Right.
if you're a man and you feel like you're trapped inside a woman's body, I'm gonna still respect you as a woman. But
And they
that's
should use a woman's bathroom.
well, see now that's
That's the
if
situation.
you've undergone the process, then yeah.
But,
But,
see,
if you
that
still got
really
to,
ain't up to us to even have an opinion on, though. Because, look, here's the thing at the end of the day. Man, look, and like I said, everybody got an opinion. But it's come to a point to where, man, you almost, and it's sad because I don't think they really looking for that, but it's almost like you feel sorry. I would feel sorry for somebody I know if
they
you
get
live in
offended
that.
for you for feeling sorry for them.
If you, I know what I'm saying. If you live in a certain way and you just feel trapped, you know what I mean? I would feel like, man, you know, and I don't know if I'm saying feeling sorry, but I know, you know,
You feel for 'em.
you got to take on a lot of shit, man, out here.
Yeah.
You got to take on a lot of shit in the world, man, when you living that way.
Absolutely.
shit when you different, right?
Yeah, when you different, you got
And
to take
so
on a lot
that's
of
what
shit.
they're fighting for.
Right.
That's
Oh,
just the
But
you
you
know.
brought up a good question then. So
I don't feel like they should be able to use.
yes. So once again, my 9-year-old son goes into a man's bathroom, all right? And you got a woman who wants to be a man to come off in there. Hey, man, I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying?
But what about vice versa?
But if I had a daughter and
that's
it
what I'm
was a
dealing with.
man that
Going into
hadn't
the-
undergone that transformation that goes into the female, I'm gonna have a problem with that. You know, that's just like now. You know,
Because they still have have like
we talk a
male-
lot about youth sports, and this is how we're gonna tie it into youth sports, right? Because you know, eventually, it's gonna trickle down to the youth level. You know, you had Dwayne
It
Wade's
already have.
kid.
It already have.
Right. So
Yeah.
what?
You remember
so,
in Tykes we had one in the Pennsylvania Tykes show. They had a girl that identified as a boy.
right. Well, see what? Okay. So
Oh,
and I don't
is
want
it?
to sound. I don't want to sound chauvinistic when I say this. You know what I'm saying? But see, because girls can play football,
Right.
right? There's nothing wrong with that, man. That's a sign of
Boys can
empowerment to
cheerlead.
me.
Boys
Right.
can cheerlead.
Boys can be cheerleaders. But what I'm
Yeah.
saying is this: what happens when you have a male athlete that wants to compete with women? You know what I'm saying? Is that fair?
No.
Right. I don't think
No.
that's fair. You know, if you're born a guy, and this is where, you know, they can hate me all they want to. But if you're born a man, I don't give a damn what transformation you undergo. You should not be able to compete with women.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Because you still can't change your biological makeup. You may be able to change your genitalia, but you can't change your biological makeup.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel that would be fair. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
But that didn't happen already too.
yeah, it's
So,
already happening, right?
No.
They had some instances right here in Texas on the high school level when they had, I think it was a guy that went through that process and end up like winning state and track or something like that. I would have to go back and do the research on it, but I know it was an issue because I think Greg Abbott was one of the ones trying to get rid of it.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying, or whatever. Because and I don't agree with a lot of stuff that dude say, but I agree with that. You know, man, you got some things you got to keep, some things you got to protect, and it's and I'm all with freedom of choice and
And
you
that's
know.
it. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
but
Some
I mean,
things you gotta protect, and then let's man, look, man, it go both ways. Some things you gotta protect, like with us, and then some things, man, like the things we trying to protect, we also gotta try to understand.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So you gotta be able to protect and understand. So
Because with that situation, I feel like once you get to a point where, like, girls playing football now or boys cheerleading now, I think it's okay because obviously they're not same strength, same, like, but when you have a man competing on the higher level, like NBA, you know, I just don't feel like that. I don't feel like those should cross.
All right, so Alyssa had a question. She put, "How young is too young to allow? How young is too young to allow your child to just do them, or to let them make that determination?"
what you mean? Just based on their gender, or just
Say like,
based
yeah,
on them?
yeah. Let's say
period?
like with Dwayne Wade's kid, because I think his son,
Oh yeah.
you know, has been going
He's,
through this since
what,
he
11?
was.
Yeah, but he started at like 8 or 9. Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, to answer that question, my answer would be this. I mean, I think that depends on the kid. Now, like I said, love my son to death. If my son came to me today and said, "Dad, I no longer want to be a boy. I want to be a little girl," man, I love my son so much to where I would allow him to do that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hold it against him. You know what I'm saying? But I would also have to educate him on that the world don't give a damn
Yeah,
about
it's
that.
gonna be just
So,
hard on you. They just on him.
yeah,
you know what I mean?
it's you know, so just because you're deciding to do this, don't mean that you're gonna still be treated equally.
Right.
Because I think that's really what the problem is. Because people think just because they decide to make a choice that it automatically entitles them to be treated fairly and treated equally.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of time for people to get used to some of this stuff. So if you got, let's say, because we deal with youth sports, right? We coach football. Let's just flip it and say we was coaching girls basketball, right? You and I both ran a girls basketball organization, and we had a 8-year-old kid that was born as a boy and says, "I want to go play with the girls." I mean, would any of y'all feel comfortable allowing that to happen?
You said as a youth sport?
Yeah, he just 8, but he don't want to play basketball with the boys. He want to play with the girls
Okay. I would ask
competitively.
why first?
Nah, he just feel like he's a girl.
Okay.
I mean, bro,
Yeah.
I mean, really, like, what can we do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, like, I don't have a problem with it. And the reason why, I mean, ain't nothing you can do about that. Look,
Even though they got a boys basketball team for him.
yeah, but he's identifying as a girl. I mean, because, like, nowadays, I'm going to tell you why. Look, bro, I'm going to tell you, man, I want, man, see, I had to educate myself because I was always like, man, I used to, like, get into it at home talking about this stuff because, you know what I'm saying, you know how females are. They'll
Right.
want to take the side of this, and, man, they would just chew me out because of my opinions on stuff. But I started to, like, open myself and realize certain things because I'm going to tell you, an incident happened, man. You know, I really don't want to put too much of it out there, but it was a kid, man, over close to, you know what I'm saying, out in the neighborhood. he went through some things, you know what I mean? Found out that, I guess he started feeling them feelings like, you know what I'm saying, he was, you know, attracted to the same sex. Parents giving him a hard time, you know what I'm saying? Kid ended up killing himself, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He ended up killing. This was a kid. You see what I'm saying? He ended up killing himself. So that right there alone, man, will make you like sit back and think, you don't wish that on nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Regardless of your
nah.
opinions, regarding how you feel, especially when it's a kid. So like you gotta imagine how tough it is on adults to have them type of feelings. Imagine when you got a kid to go to school, imagine if you was in school, man. Man, you know how we used to talk about each other just because the clothes you wearing, joke you because you got a messed up haircut, or
Yeah.
joke you because your clothes you got on. You know, just jokes. Man, that shit'll last all day. Imagine going in there every day with something they can joke with you about. You see what I'm saying? Imagine going to school every day with something they can clown you about, man. That can push any child over the edge, you know what I'm saying, to do something, you know what I'm saying, bad to themselves. So, like I said, man, that's hard. That's tough for me to talk about, but at the same time, man, you have to, people really got to sit down and try to understand the
Just be
situation
educated
before
about
you,
it.
So-
educate yourself on it.
So let me give you Corey's opinion, right? So Corey says if you were born a man, then you need to compete with men, no matter what you feel on the inside. Now, I agree with that. I agree with that. You know, and like I said, that may not be a popular opinion, but at the end of the day, man, like
At a certain age. Like you just said
Well,
8 year old. You
well,
said 8
well,
year.
well,
I don't
I'm
know
saying-
about that. But like
if listen, once again, it's gonna sound chauvinistic. If a 8-year-old girl wants to play on a boys basketball team, I have no problem with that. Because I don't feel like, she has a competitive advantage. I feel if anything, she's trying to prove that her talent is just as great as those guys.
Right.
But if a 8-year-old kid is playing basketball, a boy wants to play with the young girls, I think he's just doing that just to stand out. You know what I'm saying,
but
or
he ain't
whatever.
gonna stand out though. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, well, shit, if he playing with girls his age, you would imagine that he would, physically, not saying that, that the boys are physically superior, but what I'm saying is this, that's why they have boys and girls sports. That's why they have men and women's sports. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's just gonna be across the board to where sports is unisex, then I'll be cool with it. You know what I'm saying? You play, it's just football. So whoever's on the team is on the team. It's just basketball. So you take the best women and you take the best men. But at one point in time, y'all have to understand the reason why they separated men from women because the women wasn't getting a fair opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So they said, man, we're going to make it separate so that women can have their own platform. And they don't have to compete against men to get these limited spots or whatnot. So now what you're doing is we're taking a step backwards, in my opinion, because now you're saying, okay, so now because a man doesn't feel like he can compete with other men or he feels something internally, about how he identifies, he should still be able to go back and compete with women to maybe make himself feel better. But imagine all the young women out there that feel uncomfortable about that.
But here's the thing though. Like I said, that's all based on opinion because the same way you feel like we taking a step backwards, man, there's so many people out there
Who
now
think
that feel like we taking a step forward.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's all based on opinion. And like at the end of the day, man, what they say, opinions like assholes, man. Everybody got
has
one.
them.
You know what I'm saying? So
Well, let's see if
I
we
know
got any more comments.
Demetria had a comment on there.
Go ahead. You gonna read it?
Yes. Okay. She says, so what about the woman who said she's trapped in a black woman's body? So it's a white woman who said that she's trapped in a black woman's body, but she feels white.
Now remember, we talked about this at the end of the show last off camera.
Yeah.
We was talking about, I think what was the lady, it was Rachel something, right? Doliel or something like that or whatever, right? So she went, this is a true story. She was a white woman, but she identified as black. A lot of folks thought she was actually black, right? And then, I don't know if she was running for something or whatever, but anyway, they was able to
I agree with you.
determine that she was actually a white woman. She got a lot of backlash from the black community. And the black community was basically saying, hell, we have it hard enough as it is.
I was like,
so
you
now,
don't know our struggle. Don't be trying to.
Right, but I don't know, man, that's tough because I think what Demetria is saying is this, and I may be wrong. So Demetria, if you can hear me, you can correct me if I'm wrong. But you have certain folks, that already are in a struggle right? So then when you see other folks that want to identify with their struggle when they really don't have the struggle, you know, it's almost like it almost sets the original person's cause back. You know what I'm saying? So once again, you know, like I said, when it comes to youth sports, you know, man, it should be about having fun, you know, building social, positive social experiences or whatnot. But at the end of the day, man, like, it may not always be fair. You know what I'm saying? You know, so, you know, I don't know, man. I don't think I'll ever change my opinion on that. Like I said, we got young ladies that play football, and I think that's awesome. You know, I think last year, I think it was last year, we had almost a girl on every football team in the organization.
Yeah.
That's female empowerment because they're showing these guys, man, they can be just as good, just as tough, just as physical, and not only were they was dominating. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you just gave me a great time for a plug, man.
Hey.
You know what I mean? So right now, man, fraternity, sorority, athletics. This summer, man, we doing a football league strictly for the girls, man.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? I felt like it was time for it, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I started, you know, you start seeing different things on social media. You know, all of us on social media a lot. You start to see, you know what I mean, different states doing things like that. And you start to see it grow in other areas. Like, you know what? And I know the love that everybody got for football here in Texas. I know the love that the females got for football here in Texas. And I know a lot of females that play tackle football, man, at a high level.
Yeah.
You know, so why not start it for the youth?
Is sorority athletics strictly flag football for females or regular football?
Right now we're starting with flag. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Let's see how it go. You know what I'm saying? We'll get it going. And, you know, in the future, you know, we may sit down and talk about it. And
so that doesn't stop if a female comes to the Ducks and says, hey, I want to play actual football. You're going to put them on?
Yeah, she's allowed to play football.
Okay.
But like I said, right now we're starting with flag. And then, you know what, like maybe see how this going. Maybe in the year, me and Fred, and, you know, some other people will sit down and we'll talk about it. You know what, man, let's try to move this thing. Maybe we'll start a Duck girl tackle league, outlaw, you know what I'm saying, tackle league. And, you know what I'm saying, let's see how it go. You know what I mean? But I do think, you know what I'm saying, that's a good thing that's happening right now with these girls. Yeah. You know, playing football with their own league or whatnot. So
y'all should do a kickball league.
What?
Hey, that'll be fun.
For the adults.
I was just at Almost Park yesterday, and they had a whole kickball league going on, music, everything. I'll do it.
Yeah, but the way y'all act in them youth football games, I know y'all act crazy as hell playing against each other. Until grown folk can learn how to act at their kids' games, I ain't doing nothing for their ass for no adult league.
Maybe we need an outlet to put some of these grown people who have the biggest mouth on the youth side. Let's go ahead and put your money where your mouth is. Yeah, put them out there. Can you run all the way down the field like little Johnny tried to do?
Of course not.
Okay,
of course not.
So shut
probably
your mouth.
About 80% of course not. But like I said, man, like I said, until they learn how to act with their own damn kids, we ain't put nothing together for their ass.
I think it's a great idea.
All right, what else we got? What else? There's been some good topics.
Yeah. It's good. I had just a couple of things. One thing I really wanted to point out, it takes us back to the Super Bowl, but one thing that really showed out to me, because I know everybody was talking about the Kelsey brothers and how they were on two separate teams, and shout out to their mom, like
Miss Kelsey.
Yes. Shout out to her, because she had on these shoes that represented both of her sons, a jacket that split it up. Like, that. Look, me being a mom for my two boys, and they both play for the Outlaws, but I don't know what I would do if both of them were playing against each other. Like, how y'all think she felt knowing that one of her sons lost?
She didn't care, because both of them paid.
Okay, I get that, but, you know, that's like, you're kind of pulled in both ways, because, I got to be sad, but I'm really happy for you, but I'm so sorry.
Man, look, when you lose a Super Bowl, man, them dudes, man, that's just sting for the moment. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Man, them dudes know they going home to their families. They know they papered up. Look, man, they feel like, you know what, man, we'll get another chance maybe. Yeah. If we don't, then oh well, shit, you know what I'm saying? So the mom didn't care, and I guarantee you the Kelsey brothers didn't care neither. You know what I mean? Neither one of them cared after that damn game.
Now, Jason played with the Eagles, right?
Right.
Yeah, he cared.
You think he cared?
He cared?
Yes.
Because, you know, Travis already got him one. You know, now as a mom.
Yeah, I ain't thinking about that. Travis did get one. Yeah, you probably right.
As a mom, you know, her job is to make sure that both her kids feel loved, right? And she don't want to put one of, but she may not. I can't see a mom loving one son more than the other because he got a Super Bowl. That mom probably don't give a damn about the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's only important to her because it's important to them, right? She's probably come up just like y'all as typical youth moms and stuff. Well, y'all invested off into the sport.
Mom. Let's get that
Okay,
right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
You're an
it's okay.
atypical, wonderful youth mom. All right.
Thank you.
So, for all of the outstanding youth moms who come up supporting their kids, investing in their futures or whatever, just to see them get to that level.
Yeah.
She's probably just, if anything, really, she should be the one. She should be the Super Bowl MVP. You got 2 kids playing in the Super Bowl. That's an accomplishment in itself. But I do have a question regarding that. 'Cause I'm like, what the damn dad?
That's what I was
at?
about to say. Where the dad at?
They ain't say nothing about the dad.
I thought he was sitting up there.
Well, you know what? I don't know. Maybe he was.
Because she's married. So I think he was sitting up there in the stands.
Well, they ain't get a dad no damn props then.
Well,
if I'm
He
dad,
probably
I'm
wasn't
kind of
dressed
out of
like
he
there.
wasn't dressed, right? She was
He probably wasn't
dressed.
dressed like
She
that.
Head
could
to
have got him an
toe,
outfit. She got her
equal.
one.
I don't know. Maybe he didn't want to take the spotlight off of his kids.
Hey, he said he gonna
Travis
wait till-
is the one.
he
Yeah,
gonna wait till
Jason
the end of
probably
the game.
cared. Travis the one to get all the pub. Travis, y'all women look at him like he this whatever, and Jason little fat dude. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Who's older though? Jason.
I think
Jason look older.
Jason older. Yeah, Jason older.
Yeah, but big shout out to
Say
Mama
Jason,
Kelsey.
Jason talking about
Yeah.
this last year. I think he was talking about retiring after this season.
Nah, he ain't gonna go
I
now.
don't think he go now that he lost.
He
Yeah.
probably hang around and stuff, man. But that is the true testament of all the sacrifice that the moms put forth when it comes to their kids, man.
It's a lot.
Nowadays a lot of them can barely handle one. So I can only imagine how it is to handle multiple kids doing the same thing where you kind of pulled in between whether
games,
to go here or
trying to
whether to go
figure out-
there or
exactly.
whatnot.
It's
So
a lot.
definitely, man. Big shout out to the Outlaw moms out there for doing what y'all do.
Thank you.
Y'all are truly the backbone of the organization,
Yep.
and we love y'all for that. So
We're the best moms out in San Antonio.
dads is cool too, though. Dads we just play the background and make things happen
Play your part.
like Mills does. Mills just sit in the background and make sure everything happens. We kind of like Bienemy, man. We don't get no credit, but we that though. We that. We just don't get the credit.
No, I'm not even trying to hear it. Okay, well, we have reached the point. Y'all have any closing remarks?
No.
Okay, I do. I want to make sure that everybody understands that our conversation, it was really deep today, but just know that what we talked about, they're our opinions. Doesn't mean, that's word is bond. Like, there are opinions in how we feel. We treat everybody with equality, love everybody equally. And like Marika said, opinions are like assholes. Everybody got them. So that's
Some
just
of them
ours.
stink.
Yeah.
All of them stink. But some of y'all don't even clean them. So you know what I'm saying? They always. That's my closing remark. Watch your ass, man.
Well, look,
Watch your ass.
I'll say this, man, because I think for our audience, I think is we continue to do this, y'all see us get a little bit more comfortable with the subjects, that we discuss, right? So, we're based on talking about youth sports, right? But that, that transcends into life, you know what I'm saying? So there are going to be some topics, man, that may be kind of controversial. There may be some topics that people are afraid to discuss or whatnot, but if we feel comfortable talking about it, we're going to do it.
Yeah,
and the thing is, we human. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own opinions, and like Marika said,
everybody knows us of the platform of youth sports, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we gonna show y'all that we more than just youth football coaches, man, and whatnot. We can talk about others. Me and Fred don't talk about youth football all the time. You know what I mean? We talk about other stuff too, man. So we gonna share that with y'all.
I appreciate y'all being open to that. Make sure you guys go and follow our YouTube page. We are getting up there. So we really appreciate y'all tuning in, tapping in, and join us next week, next Thursday.
I think next week I'm going to go in and get them big red boots.
They got another color? You got any other
They
colors?
just red.
If
That's
it came
Damn.
in green or yellow, would you buy them?
Hell no, but if Fred get the real ones, I'm gonna tell him to buy me a pair of yellow ones. And then I'll wear them in here with him.
I got my big red
Okay.
boot starter kits on right now.
No, we're not doing that. All right, y'all. Thank you. We'll see y'all next week.